I've got your attention, I'm going to take a moment to let you know that it's about your bubble and creating a space for yourself. I'm going to elaborate, but before I do, go ahead and hit the notification bell and the subscription button, and you and I will spark a grooviation together. I come back to this idea and really the establishing of boundaries because it really is the single easiest way that we can create a healthy environment for ourselves. I'm talking about more than just creativity. I'm talking about how healthy boundaries in life create time, they create space, they create room for thought. I'm going to outline some of the ways that I keep my plastic bubble in place. And really, they are ways of honoring my boundaries. First, the proximity zone. This is a really important one. It's about personal space. Oftentimes, whether you're at the airport or you're at a nightclub or perhaps at a bar, sometimes people get too close. And while in a post-COVID world, people are a little bit more aware of personal space, it still is something that we need to help to define ourselves and to have a very clear boundary about how close people get to us or not. And so again, this is all about your comfort zone. Keep in mind your comfort zone, and you can establish your proximity zone. The second way is managing my contacts on my phone. There are some people who are total downers, and so I have to rename my friend Downer Debbie, or doesn't listen to advice ever, or asks for advice and doesn't take it. Or in the way of romance, you might change somebody's name to first name motherfucker, last name ding dong, depending on what kind of boundary you need to support. The Z list is another great way to organize your contacts. I personally know some people who say that they're great friends, talk about their great friends, but quite frankly, as time goes on, I realize that it's not a dialogue. It's not a friendship. And I don't want to say F off, and I don't really want to have an argument, and there's nothing really to say. You got to love people for who they are. However, putting a Z in front of their name puts them to the bottom of my contact list. It makes me aware when I see the Z that, like, hey, this person is someone who maybe I just don't feel my best around and is not going to support my best self. And so by defining them in a particular way in my phone book, it actually helps me to create a better and more solid boundary in the way of understanding that the way I feel when I'm around other humans is really something to consider. So why do I call myself just a babe in a plastic bubble? Because I am super attuned to the need to protect my environment. I don't want to let things into my basic zone that I think may infect my positivity or my greatest aspirations. My name is Ellie Venn. I'm a self-proclaimed groovolutionary. Will you share with me some of the ways that you maintain your proximity zone?